Hello, hello, hello. Hello, check. Good evening into the 24th match of GCL World Cup between Chill Boys 11 representing Team India and DPD Stars representing Team UAE. With us, the match referee, Mr. Manu, for the toss. We'll go on with the toss, please. Team India will toss it up. Tails is the call, and tails it is. So, Team UAE winning the toss. We'll sixth match of the tournament. Just have won two out of this. Still, you have chances to win, as we have seen that you are good into the chasing. So, still batting first.
Yeah. No, last time we like chased one only, which was against like Sri Lanka. But last match was good enough for us. Like we put a total of like 160, and this time I think like again if we are putting a total of like 160, 70, we have a strong bowling lineup. So hopefully we will defend that target. That's why we guys are going with that.
Must win game. Any specific strategy? Any changes in the team?
There is only one change. As today Ashwin is not playing, and there is another guy Iftihar is playing. And what I feel is like fielding is the key. If we will keep catches, then definitely we're gonna win it.
Best of luck for you. That was a captain of DPD Stars UAE, Mr. Aves, Mr. Satan.
Satyan.
Satin.
Satyan. Okay, Satyan is my name is Sabin. Today we also important match. We are fighting with UAE.
What would you have been done if you would have won the toss?
We also taking bat first.
What is the target in your mind to for chase at the second inning?
No target. I'm just playing. No, after we decide. I have no idea for the target.
No problem. Best of luck for the match. That was Mr. Sabin. That's all from the toss. Team DPD winning the toss, electing to bat first. Thank you.
alive.
Here for Team DPD UAE and Sabin Satyan, the captain of Team Chill Boys 11 India, as always, with the new ball attacking. First runs for Team DPD UAE from the bat of Vidya Sagar. He's an all-rounder. Likes to bowl with new ball. Also, consistent opening pair with for Team UAE. Just 2 deliveries until now, and 1 run on the board, straight down the long on. Must-win game for both the teams. Have played 5 matches each. After this, there will be 1 more match left for both these teams. 7 league matches in for every team in this particular tournament. Total 8 teams have been participated. Great delivery that was by Sabin. Just getting a bit of late swing into the air towards the outside off stump. Keeper making no mistake and grabbing it safely. Both the team have 4 points each. Fighting here for the qualification of the semis. Pushing the batsman onto the back foot. Excellent fielding there. Mazam Abbas faced 2 deliveries. Excellent start by Sabin. We've seen that throughout the tournament, the captain himself was quite economical and also managed to get a breakthrough into the start. Beautiful delivery. Just look at the swing into the air. Once it gets pitched onto the surface, it takes away from the batsman, forcing it to play onto the front foot. And those are the chances where the thick edges have been generated. The short third man is a bit fine into his position. Excellent delivery this time, keeping it much fuller. Just a bit of inside the wide line. Beautiful start here. Just one run have been conceded in the first over by the captain Sabin. 1 over 1 for 0. Prashop PK, another backbone of Team Chill Boys 11 India, with the new ball. Straight away full length delivery. Batsman looking to go big on the very first ball delivered there by Prashop, getting beaten up completely. And ball going safely into the gloves of wicketkeeper. Great start here for Prashop. Straight away allowing the batsman to go into the greediness with a full length delivery just outside the off stump. Another full length delivery, but this time wide down the leg stump. Just a bit of pad onto it, making no doubt in mind of umpire to give it a wide. Back-to-back dot balls in two different directions off to the surface. One completely outside the off stump, another completely outside the leg stump. Lucky enough there the batsman got a bit of pad onto it and keeper grabbing it safely. This time a bit of shot and a batsman making no mistake. No fielder present onto the boundary. One bounce over the rope. First boundary from the bat of Vidyasagar for Team UAE. What a shot that was. Off to the front foot. A bit of loose delivery onto the pads. Trying to bowl a bit short, but missed his line though. And eventually, that beautifully bowled. An excellent shot that is. What a perfect drive that was onto the extra cover. Back-to-back fours for Vidyasagar. Keeping it much fuller. Just a bit of room outside the off stump for a batsman to swivel his bat into the extra cover region. Fielder standing inside the ring. No chance for him, rather than to just chase it and get the ball outside the boundary rope. Perfectly played into the gap. That's what Vidyasagar has been known for. To give a destructive start for his team UAE. Just into the second over until now, 9 runs already onto the board, and all 9 runs have been scored from the bat of Vidyasagar only. A bit of shot and a slower as well. Want to take a single chance of a run out, and it looks like it will be. And umpire has raised his finger. Vidyasagar is really unhappy. They gave a call at the start with Nazam Abbas's partner, but then eventually they know when the fielder grabbed it. He was almost halfway down the pitch. We have seen Vidyasagar. There's a quick running between the wickets. Bit of short pitch, just trying to slice it towards the covers, and fielder making no mistake, throwing the ball exactly into the stump line. Less of the work for a wicket keeper to just take the stumps off. And first wicket have been fallen down. A silly wicket have been gone. Vidyasagar. He's gone for 9 in 1.5 overs. So the 2 boundaries will be finally covered up, and claps from the dugout of Team UAE. Just playing exceptionally well. Was looking in great touch, but eventually a bit of wrong coordination between his partner made him lost his wicket. First breakthrough for Team Chill Boys 11 India in the face of a run out of an opening batsman Vidyasagar. Mazam Abbas yet to open his account, has faced 4 deliveries until now. Ayat, the new batsman, has walked into the middle, replacing Vidyasagar. Was playing really good. Was looking in a bit hurry, but actually there wasn't any need for that particular single. He has already got 2 boundaries on 2 good balls, and was eager. As we said, he's a busy player, likes to take singles, quick singles. Great runner between the wicket, but eventually today that single has costed him his wicket. Ayatullah will be on strike now. This time, this could be wide down the leg stump. Umpire freeing his arms. Pressure PK. Economy is around 8.59 runs per over for him. Sometime goes a bit expensive. Great delivery, slower one. Trying to bowl onto the waist tight. But batsman pulling it down towards the short mid-wicket fielder. And that is where 1 run to end the over after the end of 2, 11 for 1. Sabin will continue. Beautifully bowled. Bit of in swing, late in swing into the bat face after the batsman. Was looking to play a drive towards the covers as he saw that the ball was pitching bit outside the off stump, but he forgot that Sabin gets a lot of swing into the air. And that is where it helps him to generate wickets, and also he's been quite economical as far as this tournament is concerned. Beautifully bowled. But this time this will be wide, trying to bowl more away from to the batsman, resulting it into a big wide down the off stump. Just 1 run have been given away by Sabin into the opening over for Chill Boys 11 India. Captain himself. Beautifully bowled, keeping it much fuller. And batsman Ayatullah looking to drive it towards the covers. And we told a bit of late swing. Sabin gets into the air. That is where a wicket has been generated straight away into his second over. And that too clean bowled. Great delivery that was by Sabin Satyan. Quick look at the replay. Usually he runs across the stumps and then keeping it much fuller. A perfect block hole delivery, fuller length. Well, batsman wanted to drive it onto the front foot, but gets beaten up completely. Ball was having no chance rather than going and hitting onto the leg timber. Second wicket have been fallen down for team DPD STARZ UAE. Abdul Mannan, the new batsman, have been walked into the middle now. As far as batting lineup is concerned by team DPD STARZ UAE, we have seen a lot of changes into the lineup the captain likes to make. Captain Awais likes to do experiment with the batting lineup, and but he has to make sure that his team needs to be qualified. They've just won 2 out of the 5 they've played. 2 more league matches to go. If either of the team win both the matches, then the chances to qualify into the semis would be increased. And Sabin Satyan, the swinger, the slinger's delivery, that was bowled by Sabin, getting a wicket. Beautifully bowled. This time again keeping it much fuller, but Mannan, he's been sharp enough to drive it perfectly towards the mid-off and gets off the mark on the very first delivery that he faced of Sabin. Perfectly middling it. This time the ball was bit onto the 5th and 6th stump, wherein it came perfectly into the range of Mannan, making him to drive it. Lefty-righty combination. Mazam Abbas has faced 4 deliveries out of the 15 legal deliveries bowled. Excellent. Keeping it much fuller. Back-to-back Yorker delivery that by Sabin. Mazam perfectly connecting it. But this will just be a single down the boundary rope towards the fielder. For right-hander, it has been coming in, and for left, he's taking it away from the batsman. A lot of in-swingers he bowls. And we have seen that he usually completes his spell exactly into the start. Quite beautifully bowled. Just kind of deliveries that this man is bowling here today. He's getting a lot of swing from the help of the surface and new ball as well. Still one more delivery to go. A bit of hectic for the fielders whenever there is a left-righty combination that comes into the middle. That is where both the batsmen has a bit of a chance and opportunity to try and put more pressure onto the fielding side. Try and look to remove more of the gaps. Great delivery that was. Well left there by Mazam Abbas as well. Dot ball to end the over. 3 gone, 15 for 2. Pressure PK will be continuing. This is not that PK where he's been, walking with the tape recorder, searching for his remote, and here he's been searching for the wicket with the new ball. A bit of laid out swing, resulting it into a wide, pitching it bit short length. New ball usually gets a bit of a swing where a late swing into the air if you've pitched it rightly into the surfaces. That is where Sabin, the captain himself, got a wicket. Pushing the batsman onto the back foot. Just a bit of late cut. Single taken. A bit of slow start from Mazam Abbas. He scored century in his first match when he played for team DPD STARZ UAE. And that was where they were chasing it. Great shot that is by Mazam. Connecting it perfectly, but ball going straight towards the fielder. Mazam scored 116 when they went off to chase. That was against Team Sri Lanka Hustlers 11. At one stage, Team DPD STARZ was losing the match, but Mazam Abbas, he played an exceptional great innings. Beautiful running between the wickets by both these batsmen, converting the ones into twos. A bit of lazy fielding, what we could call, inside this circle, 30-yard circle. It was an easy take for the fielder, but eventually, because of it, the foot cannot land properly onto the ground. That is why he couldn't able to grab, and ball travelling a bit of wide towards the long off, generating the chances for the batsman to take one more extra run, and that is where 2 runs was taken onto the previous, and this one just opening the face of the bat towards the point, grabbing another single. Good thinking by Team UAE. Not enough run rate into the power play, but still they have lost 2 big wickets into the start. Will not be taking any sort of risk at this particular stage. Just a sweet punch onto the back foot with a straight bat. Mazam. Abdul Mannan will be another key wicket. Last match for DPD STARZ against Team Sharam CC Pakistan. We've seen they won by a big margin, and that is where it helped them to gain some net run rate for the qualification towards the semis. Much slower delivery into the air. And Abdul Mannan, great thinking by him. Took his time and just sweetly defended it. Didn't want it to go against that kind of danger delivery. Slower one after the end of 4, 22 for 2. Sabin, captain, will continue with the fifth over of the power play and his third one. Quite economical, just conceded 5 runs until now and took 1 wicket. Beautifully bowled. Nicely varies his length. When he saw one batsman, he get difficulties in playing one kind of length. Then he likes to bowl consistently on that particular length until and unless batsmen try and make some bit of changes into his batting style. (23 for 2 in 4.1 overs). Just a single. Abdul Mannan over 6,000 runs. Trying to bowl another Yorker, missing his length completely. Converted into a lower full toss, and Abdul Mannan swiveling his bat on full speed. Great boundary, third boundary in fact for team DPD STARZ UAE towards the extra cover region. Lower full toss helping him to play into the gap. Great shot that is by Abdul. An important key role he'll be acting today. 2 wickets have already been fallen. Responsibility onto him. Excellent delivery. Pushing the batsman onto the back foot for playing the late cut. Usually every batsman do not play that kind of shots which Abdul Mannan has played today. With that kind of a delivery that is coming exactly onto the middle stump. A bit of swing. Going onto the back foot, trying to make some extra bit of room onto the off stump for himself. And for the in-swinging delivery, trying to play late cut. Managed to get some bat onto it. This time, getting the right length. And right line as well. Nazim Abbas has played perfectly but didn't came onto the bat really well. And also if this would have been played it straight towards the fielder standing in deep for taking a single. A bit of slower one. Excellent fielding there by the fielder inside the circle. Though he was standing a bit up, but still, batsman managed to take 1 run. 4.5 overs, 30 runs with the loss of 2 wickets until now by team DPD STARZ UAE. 1 more delivery to go. One ball remaining and change of sides for bowler Sabin. Beautifully bowled, an excellent delivery. Beautifully played by the batsman as well. Into the perfect range. Boundary to end the over. 5 overs have been completed. 34 for 2. Five overs, 34 for 2. Tahir Mohammad has been came to bowl. First spinner introduced. This is the final over of the power play. 5 overs have already been ended. 34 for 2. Started with a full toss. Wanted a single though. Mazam Abbas. Great call there by him. They've already lost the first wicket. Vidya Sagar. The run out. Beautifully bowled. Keeping it much fuller. Batsman trying to play a bit of helicopter shot. Didn't apply a bit of strength onto it. Just from the bottom of the bat. Team Chilboys 11 would be certainly looking here to get the breakthrough for Mazam Abbas, because a lefty-righty combination. If this continued to be until the end, then surely Team Chilboys 11 would be in a bit of trouble, because Mazam ability to play some big shots. We have seen into his previous matches. .35 for 2. Great delivery this time, much quicker. Just opening the face towards the deep third man. Now Sabin Satyan, previous one, a bit expensive one, considered 12 runs of it. Three deliveries have been bowled and just 2 runs considered. Great delivery. Superbly bowled. Tahir Mohammad. Another key player for Chilboys 11. Single have been taken. One more delivery to go for the end of power play. Score on the board already 37 for 2. Excellent full length delivery. Dot ball to end the over. Power play have been ended after the end of 6. 37 for 2. Fielding restrictions have been lifted. Sabin, captain continuing. Catches the call. And fielder. What a catch that is. Great take by the fielder. Diving it onto his right. It was a very, very low catch. Just managed to get his fingers below the ball. Great catch that is. And Sabin Satyan, the captain himself, getting second breakthrough for him. And the third one for his team, Chilboys 11 India. And that too, it's a big, big wicket of Abdul Mannan. Another key wicket here for team Chilboys 11 India. Keeping it much fuller. A bit of extra room, and batsman trying to free his arms. Fielder making no mistake. The catch made me remind of a World Cup of 2007, wherein Robin Uthappa was trying to play a similar kind of a catch, but that was onto the third slip, wherein a fielder of Team Bermuda has grabbed a one-handed blinder. A similar kind of body for this particular fielder, and not a one-handed one, but still a quite low catch that was. It was very, very low. Managed to got his last finger below the ball, keeping it ball into his hand. And what a catch that is. Marvelous take there by the fielder, Shaiju. And 3 wickets for Team Chillboys and Sabin. Second one for him. So Mezam still standing into the middle, came in to open with Vidyasagar. And on to the another wicket. It's been batsman coming in, trying to score some runs and walking back to the pavilion. Team DPD require a healthy partnership from this particular stage now. Just now the fielding restrictions have been lifted, and on the very first delivery, Sabin Satyan managed to get a big wicket of Abdul Mannan. Inam Sharif, bowler all-rounder, coming into the middle. Just 600 runs, around 25 matches for him, and similar kind of wickets, around 24. Has been promoted up the order now. We've seen ability to play some big shots in his kitty. Great delivery that was. He was thinking that the ball